Welcome back, my lovelies. Whisper219 here, and I apologize for the long time of dead air at the beginning. So I sat down, I got ready to do Cyberpunk Mondays, and then my body was like, no, you have an appointment with the porcelain throne, and no, it cannot wait. So, yeah. And that's on the other side of my house, so... but... With all that being said... I now... am streaming, so... let's do this. Last time, I was in Lower Hengsha, looking through... an apartment complex. I don't know if I'm going to be leaving Hengsha soon, or if it's going to be a thing where I still stick around a little bit more. I can't quite remember. It was, was at least 5 days ago, so. Alright. Hengsha Court Gardens. Right, I'm in the hive. Alright, just refamiliarize myself with... Okay. Do...
You've got to be kidding me. The owner of the most popular club in Hengsha has his office in a smelly old basement?
Mr. Tong is conscious of his roots. He likes everyone he does business with to be conscious of it, too.
Right. And on the plus side, if a business associate displeases him, a basement is much more private.
You said it, I did. But I advise you not to repeat it to just anybody. I only mention it because I'm trying to spoil you.
Good luck with that.
Boy clearly skips leg day with one of his cyber legs. Though I don't know about how I don't know about using using your knowledge of the inside workings of what appears to be the Chinese mafia, basically. I don't know if that's the most ideal way to get laid. Of course, we have Hefraken.
What can I get you?
The Golden Phoenix Sling.
Oh, a man of taste, are we? Excellent choice. There you go. What can I get you?
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tom. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
Alright. So, now that I have permission, I guess, I don't have to worry about the VIP lounge. I feel like I'm gonna just walk through this. So.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guido. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
I'm gonna go with this one.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tom's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Van Bruggen is the hottest thing in town right now. But nobody in Hengsha is going to let an outsider in on the action, especially not a Guaylo. You don't know the rules of the game around here.
Let's do a little bit of influencing here.
You see that bodyguard over there? If you're gonna play tricks on the Guaylo, you gotta train your people better. Everything about him is shouting out who you really are, Mr. Tong. Now how about we go someplace private? Unless you want everyone in the club to know what you're hiding.
Fine. Fine. I'll meet you in my office, downstairs in the basement. The boys will let you through.
Now, I don't even have a Cassie implant, and and my first thought would be Mr. Tong, I presume. Just looking at him, just... Now, I feel this is probably going to be an ambush. Unless... Okay, how the fuck did you get down here so fast? Use of neuromuscular facilitation systems. Neonature, October 2019. Move at the speed of thought. Pressure signals are transmitted through biosynthetic circuits from a web of augmentation elements to enhance dexterity. These in turn coordinate wirelessly with a strata of bioplastic discs located along the base of the spine. Beds into the implantee's neural pattern becomes a functioning part of the user's body. Experience will allow them to increase electrical. So basically turning nerves into superconductors by just adding wireless connectivity systems rather than, relying on chains of chemical reactions.
So, we got some privacy now. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Ah. Thank you, Save Error, for ruining the immersion. Huh. Huh. Suicide monkey machine. Suicidal monkey machine, yeah. damn, that is a hard to read font. Honestly, the Chinese is more easily readable. And I stopped being able to read Chinese a long time ago.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the Triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now. I do things my way. Jensen's voice in this one's a little more Christian Bale.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
That's right, Meltdown. Cops around here in case you didn't know it. They're here to put an end to corruption. And I can get them here in seconds because my dad works for them.
Wow, that's cool. So if I call you next week, can you get me on the guest list? And the cover charge here is highway robbery.
Oh, look at me, flexing.
You got a favorite poison?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But all right, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So we helped her out, gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does. And that's where you come in. Bow Tower set up a surveillance network around town. A series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy AUGs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Aight. Feature hidden side quests that can be triggered by talking to the right people. Oh, you don't say. Dad was just had to answer a text message from my dad. He was having some trouble getting home and was limping his way back, but he made it, so yay! My dad's safe. New South District. remind me if I have the package. Yes. That's it. Just saying hi. Head down.
Well, I'm not afraid. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
喂，谁呀？没什么，比这更不符合事实。
It's weird having taken a Mandarin course in like middle school. I remember quite a bit, but I can't actually speak it. But there's plenty of these just side conversations that I'm picking up on. Just sort of the general gist. I wouldn't necessarily be able to translate it though, even if I wanted to. Alright.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
Sorry, I got suspicious of... Usually when there's translated text on screen, it's kind of important.
Access
Wow,
granted.
I did that without activating the security routine? Damn.
One down, two to go, my friend.
Alright. Next one's... on the rooftops over here. Go around the back here. Possibly. Oh. Yeah, this is probably not a good idea, standing on an air conditioning unit. Okay, looks like just a mirror image of... yeah.
Access granted.
No problema.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
can just disable the security subroutine.
Access granted.
Haha! This where I knocked out all the bell tower guys? Hello. Cloth physics going a little weird there. Praxis kit. Down at the bottom of the elevator shaft. I don't know why anyone would just leave a Praxis kit lying around. Being able to turn invisible is a useful thing. Okay, come on. Work with me, Jensen. Yep. No other bell tower associates? Alright. Also, I would not trust that. It feels like it could slip at any moment. Heck.
Access granted.
Excellent.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
No please or a thank you? Shay Shay, see you too. And I'm lost. The heck? Come on. Also, I'm hoping the audio is better. I put a compressor on the desktop audio.
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit!
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate?
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
How did you meet Tong?
The same way most people end up meeting Tong. I was hurt, and one of his hounds smelled blood. They came to me and offered me help. I was intelligent enough to know it was a bad idea, but angry enough not to care.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates do? They cheated. They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tong's men. Try and get you off the hook.
You would do that? I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
Alrighty. Close my mouth for like 30 seconds to listen to a conversation, and all of a sudden, my voice just becomes as gravelly as Jensen's. The exit is not up the stairs. Time to Cassie my way through a conversation with Bobby Bell. Right. The bouncer's only there to check the people coming in. He's not necessarily there to check the people coming out. All right. Yeah, that's right. Just stay asleep. Bobby.
What can I get you?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam you're running. Get her the augment she wants and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guilo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
I don't like having to do this, but...
You're too kind a man. A fine specimen of humanity. Here's your money. Now you better leave her alone.
Don't make threats you can't enforce. But yes, she's off the hook. Here, take this praxis kit. It's top-notch, so have fun.
That is quite the bar tab. And I'm going to immediately use this to upgrade my stealth ability. Seriously, chair, what is it about you that... Is it... Don't you cough on me. Alrighty. So just gonna rush over here. How hard did that... Oh. Okay. So just... Okay. That's a significant amount of time. Getting to steppin'. Oh.
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you, I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Of course, but I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Let's be honest here. This is sounding really gay. And I'm all for it.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Alrighty.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risky.
Oh, this is,
When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
This is starting to... this is starting to sound like a bad spy movie. Buddy, I don't think we pay... I don't think you get paid for, Sorry. I don't think you get paid to be self-aware like that. Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yaosao rooftops, have authorities clamoring for stricter safety regulations and zoning permits. God, my mouth's dry. Say Evelyn had been out celebrating with her boyfriend before the incident occurred. A witness, whose identity was not released, claims she slipped and fell while descending one of the many staircases that connect the Amazon Wagon rooftops with Penling Street below.
Everyone should be wary of China. They've been moving in on everything American in the past 25 years, especially since that Dragon Queen Zhao took over TYM. I feel weird even talking about this because when it's all said and done, both Sarah and Zhao are cut from the same cloth. And that cloth is a blood-soaked one, people. Not only because they're both CEOs who profit off people carving themselves up and attaching mechanical toys to their bodies, but because they both answer to our overlords, or order lords, as I like to call them. Hey, look, at the end of the day, one of these two biotech corporations will have a monopoly over the industry. And we all know, whoever controls the technology controls the world. So take a pick of your poison.
Shut up, conspiracy radio host.
But it appears that I may have to retract an earlier statement. Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally to deny allegations of involvement in secret United Nations meetings about the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related
Oh.
exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my time. Stepped up to make things better.
Well, when he starts talking about turning the frogs gay, that's when I stop listening. Now, it's one of those things where it's like, you know how in Men in Black, in the first one, Kay says, You want to get the real news? Look at these conspiracy papers, like these conspiracy magazines. Yeah, that's basically what's going on here, of that the conspiracy theories are not too far out from the actual truth. The unfortunate thing is, the way they're presented is by typical conspiracy theorists. That rant and rave and say, you know, the government's trying to control your mind and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, yes, but stop just ranting and raving about it and, like, try and do something about it.
Our best chance.
And I'm not saying bomb 5G towers. Especially also because 5G doesn't actually exist. Yet. Be able to identify him by the hat he's wearing.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
I'm just taking my 15-minute break.
It doesn't happen often, close, but it appears that...
Over here! Come on now! I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes two of us.
Right. Well, though not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
Because I'm a nice person.
And what were you just saying about corruption?
A deal is a deal. Surely your handlers informed you of this little detail.
No, my handlers failed to mention this little detail. Never mind. Just take your money. This report better be worth it.
Oh, I assure you it is. Whoever it was that didn't want this information given to the proper authorities paid a lot of money to have it ignored. A pity for them, LIM policy strictly prohibits deletion of records concerning operational procedures. For legal purposes, you see.
Legal, right. Nice doing business with you, X.
Save, motherfucker. Alright. Read it. Alright. "23-year-old female, Carmichael Evelyn, time of death, 2215, final diagnosis, craniocerebral injuries, scalp contusion, linear pattern of lacerations of right side of skull, linear pattern of laceration of right cerebral hemisphere, subarachnoid and subdural hemorrhage, small contusions, contusions tips of temporal lobes, abrasion of left cheek, abrasion contusion posterior left shoulder, abrasions of right lower back and posterior right lower leg, no drugs, no alcohol, asphyxiator is cause of death, asphyxia by seizure associated with craniocerebral trauma and intracranial hemorrhaging, revealed high level of she was pregnant. Huh. Oh, it might be why he got angry. Alright.
Malik, I just got the autopsy report. No drugs or alcohol in Evelyn's system. And her estimated time of death doesn't fit Lee's story. She did die from a head wound, but not one that matches the evidence found at the scene.
I knew it. It couldn't have been just an accident.
There's more. Evelyn was pregnant. Malik?
I'm here. We can't let him get away with this, Jensen. He's guilty. He has to be. Can you go to his apartment?
And do what?
Get proof. Get something. I'm sending you the coordinates. Contact me again when you're there.
I'm running around more than... running from apartment to apartment more than a real estate agent during the early 2000s. That's an economy joke. Right. Bell tower.
What are you looking for, Lao Wei? Guns? Hacking equipment?
What makes you think I'm looking for that kind of stuff?
Hey, I don't want to step on your toes. Just saying, if you need anything, there's a merchant at the Honghua Hotel who can help you.
All right, man. Noted.
I guess I'll have to check that out after. Someone at Honghua who can help me? Turns to the Yuzhao district. There are many ways that you can interpret this. I think it's just supposed to be a like cosmetic surgery kind of thing, but these are also all the cosmetic surgeries associated with transition therapy, so like gender confirming surgery, so that's just me. This is my thing. Going up. And rounding the corner. Oh, hello. Let's hack this. I figured. And nuke it.
Access granted.
Heyo. Sneaky peeky like.
Malik. I'm inside Lee's apartment. Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Damn. Okay, look. Lee isn't smart enough to properly cover his tracks, so look around. Maybe you can find something suspicious.
Alright.
Malik, I found a baseball bat, but it looks clean. Almost like it's been washed recently.
Maybe Lee washed Evelyn's blood off of it.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure it could inflict the type of laceration she had. I'll keep looking. I'm sure there's more here.
Hey, Lee, baby. Can't wait to see you today. But I'm stuck at work. I know, I'm sorry. I'll pick it up to you, baby. I promise. I'll meet you at the Hive, okay? Just don't get a party started without me. I want you all to myself tonight.
The Hive? I should have guessed Lee would be there. It's pretty much a second home for him.
Wait a minute, you heard that?
Sorry, Jensen. I don't like invading your privacy like this, but it's important. Plus, this gives me an idea. When you're done looking around Lee's apartment, head to the Hive. Contact me when you're there.
I'll stick around a bit. I'm sure there's still more to find.
Oh, time to hack his computer. I think I know what What, killed her? Bottle. Like a beer bottle. She had severe lacerations to the side of her head, as well as contusions created from blunt force trauma. So, getting bashed in the head with a bottle would definitely do that. Broken glass and stuff. Masta Playa 69. Wow. Tacky much?
Access granted.
Haha. Hi Lee, your father wanted me to forward this to you. It's the quarterly report concerning your family's recent investments in Lim. P.S. I'm still waiting on the financial statements from Beltor Associates. They're surprisingly tight-lipped when it comes to business. But then again, I'm not surprised. They are privately owned, after all. Still, considering your father's executive holdings, you'd think they'd be more forthcoming. P.P.S. Are we still on for Friday? Donna. Okay. My son, your behavior as of late has been disgraceful. Up until now, I have done everything in my power to support and protect you, but my patience is running thin. If you do not change your embarrassing lifestyle, I will have no choice but to remove you from both the company and family, meaning no more financial support or immunity. You must honor us all with your whoremongering. Regards, Father. P.S. Your mother is well, but she is disappointed. I suggest you apologize to her. Send flowers.
Malik, looks like Hong Sr. was upset with Hong Jr.'s behavior and threatened to cut off his inheritance if he didn't stop whoring around. Sounds like he considered Evelyn beneath the family name.
And if he knew she was pregnant, I can't believe Lee would do something like that just for money.
Speaking of money, the Hong family seems heavily invested in both Bell Tower and Lim. That could explain the cover-up and lack of a proper investigation. I'll make one last sweep to make sure I got everything.
Anything else? No? A bit of Z-tearing on one of the textures, but let's get push that back into place. Nobody would notice. Around for anything suspicious that can be used as evidence against him. Okay, it seems like it still wants me to find one more thing. Hello.
Malik, I think I got a probable murder weapon. A broken clock. The kicker is the hands line up roughly with Evelyn's TOD. Coincidence?
That's a hell of a stretch. You really think?
If Lee's as dumb as you say, maybe. We'd need lab tech analysis to confirm, but if there ever was a smoking gun, it fits. Okay, I think that's it. I'm heading to the hive now. I doubt we'll find anything else in here without calling in a forensics team.
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, okay. That'll do it too. This is kind of becoming a bad spy movie, though. Intrigue, triads, rich children, douchebags. People jumping off rooftops. It's a lot more graceful in this one. Than,
Someone? Tao Fan?
Be a no from me, bud. Qui-Gon District. Right. I can't get in through the front door without paying for a membership, so.
Malik, I'm in the hive. What's your plan?
Find Lee and talk to him. I want you to convince him you know exactly what he did to Evelyn and why. If you can make him panic, I'm willing to bet he'll spill his guts. Just make it look like blackmail. If he's willing to pay to keep you quiet, he's basically tying his own noose. I'll listen in and record everything.
Got it.
Alright. I feel like he'd be in a VIP lounge or something. Hello.
So I see this guy laying on the ground in the alley, all beat up and shit. Blood pouring out of his shoulder. The harvester must have yanked his cyber out right out of his socket.
Damn. Yeah, cool.
This game labels its important NPCs. I am one lost cyborg. Oh. Not lost, just blind.
What you want, Chrome Boy?
Is your name Lee Hong?
Yeah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What's it to you?
I want to talk to you about Evelyn Carmichael.
Man, it's off. I already told all you narcos all there is to say.
Relax. I'm not with the police. I work private. And you could say I specialize in cases like yours.
If you ain't police, then what the fuck you want?
A simple proposition.
Justice.
I have proof that shows you murdered Evelyn. And I want you to pay me 2.5 million credits to make that proof disappear.
2.5? Bullshit. You ain't got shit on me, narco. I ain't paying you shit.
I strongly suggest you reconsider.
And I strongly suggest you get the fuck out of my face. Because unless you got your proof right here, I ain't got shit to say to you.
All right. Let's start with the police report. I know your story doesn't match up with the evidence at the scene of Evelyn's fall.
Oh yeah? And why's that?
Because the police report itself was falsified. Why else would that be, if not to cover up a weak alibi?
Man, you gotta be kidding me. That's some weak-ass shit right there.
Not only does the evidence not add up, but neither does your testimony. You lied about why Evelyn fell down the stairs in the first place. You said you'd both been drinking heavily prior to the accident, and the reason Evelyn fell was because she was drunk. We both know that isn't true.
Man, that shit was in the papers.
Now, if the evidence doesn't fit, and your story was a lie, then how did Evelyn die on that night? Well, the answer is pretty simple, really. You killed her. But how? By hitting her in the head with that antique clock you keep so prominently displayed in your apartment. The lacerations on her head, the intracranial hemorrhaging, it's the perfect match.
In my apartment? How the fuck do you know what's in my apartment?
And like any good crime of passion, you needed motivation, something to fuel your violent outbursts. What did Evelyn say or do to make you murder her? She told you she was pregnant, and you panicked. Faced with the prospect of losing your easy way of life, you struck out at her in anger.
How? That's impossible.
But now the final piece of the puzzle. Why was Evelyn's death never considered a murder investigation? Because your family, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Shanghai, covered it up. But whose silence did they buy?
I actually don't know which one to do. I'm gonna go with Lim.
Lim. Your family's sizable investments in Lim assured the autopsy performed on Evelyn's body would never see the light of day, and her death would simply fall through the cracks of an already crumbling justice system.
Fuck this shit, man! And fuck you!
I can help you, Lee, but only for a price.
Alright, fuck! I can't believe this shit! I'll pay you, man! I'll pay you, just... What do you need from me?
Details. Let me hear your side of the story, and then we'll move on from there.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch! She was going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay? Evelyn wouldn't shut up about us, about the baby, so I hit her. I just wanted to make her shut her stupid mouth. But the dumb bitch started freaking out. So I hit her again until she finally stopped screaming. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. She was barely breathing, so I carried her to the stairs near my apartment and dropped her. I had to make sure it looked like an accident. I had no choice. She trapped me. She just wanted my money. I would have been ruined.
I need to go. We'll be in contact again soon.
Huh? What about the evidence? And the money? Where the fuck you going?
Goodbye, Lee. Malik, please tell me you got a recording of all that.
Oh my God, Jensen, I could kiss you right now. I can't believe you got him to confess so openly like that.
To be honest, it was easier than I was expecting. You were definitely right about Lee. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, don't get too cocky just yet. Before I send our little friend's confession off to the local media and authorities, I want to get some Shanghai street justice first. There's a control panel linked to the hive I need you to hack. Uploading the coordinates now.
Oh, fun. F5. F5. I.
Hello. Thank you.
Damn it. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Please don't see me. Oh, what the fuck? Yes, I got that from the walkthrough. Don't at me. It's trying to not be stressed out right now.
All right, Malik. It's hacked.
Verifying the signal. Come on, come on. Okay, I'm in. Remote frequencies are clear, thank God. Uploading now. And done. Meet me in front of the hive, Jensen. I have a little surprise for our friend Lee.
This is gonna be fun.
him the hero Shanghai deserves, not the one it needs right now.
Jensen.
Malik?
Well, first take this. I was gonna use it myself, but after everything you've done, I think you deserve it more.
So what are you gonna do now?
I have a few loose ends to tie up, and I need to make sure this autopsy report finds its way into the right hands. The Hongs aren't gonna buy their way out of this one.
Lee's confession is solid. With that and the evidence from the autopsy, there's no way he can avoid prosecution. Justice will be served.
Oh, justice will be served, all right. You might want to stick around for a second. I've got one last little surprise for our friend Lee. Are you facing the hive? It's almost showtime. In 3, 2...
Malik?
Just watch.
I don't know. Evelyn, that stupid bitch. She's going to ruin me. I didn't mean to kill her, okay?
Malik, remind me never to piss you off.
After everything you've done here for Evelyn, for me, you'd have to try pretty hard, mister.
Ooh, that's actually, yeah, that's in some circles that's what we would call a murder by words, but this is kind of like when like false prophets are revealed for the liars they are. That's fun. I like Malik.
他火热的气息可以把你烧焦的，我的朋友。等一下，等一下，等一下。
Related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention.
Alrighty. Now, back to the main quest.
Cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is
Everything
in
I've
serious
got,
trouble
real
tonight.
cheap.
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperature.
菩萨最好。
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. You might be able to see the truth, Rose.
Everything you want, right here. Yeah, I will be right here.
Forgot I haven't actually picked up anything worth selling.
Millionaire Hugh Darrow has contacted me personally. About the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention. Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble enough.
Knock, knock. Open up the door.
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You with Seraph, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running the mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this, you tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Young Medical's CEO.
Tai Young Medical? They're Seraph's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Seraph was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard, likes to dabble with the ladies. You'll find him at the Hung Hua Hotel top floor corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that Mo, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Sarif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action.
I'm really hoping I don't have to, like, disable my stream or something, because...
Through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your artificial installation If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with Hugh Darrow, log on.
I gotta give Picus this instead of just coming up with fluff pieces to fill airtime. They just fill the airtime with the same story on loop forever. Hotel.
到这儿来，帅哥。
Sorry, but for the service you want, you damn well better believe I'm getting my full amount of credits.
Sweet pea. I can hardly make my rent this month.
Join the club, sweet pea.
哎，我会帮你消除烦恼。
Ooh.
I wouldn't go upstairs if I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yep. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chance showed up.
I wish she still did.
You and me both, girl.
Well, now. Level 2's blocked off. Level 3. Women's lingerie. That's it. We have to change code to the safe in the manager's office. One of our ladies figured out the old one. Not exactly sure how. Either way, we changed it. Thank you.
你可真性感，我爱死你了。
哟，你每次喝醉酒都这么说，但是呢，你酒醒之后却马上回你老婆那。
闭嘴！就算你也爱我，
只要你给我钱，我就会永远爱你。
Gotta respect the hustle. Trying to not show anything lewd or anything on stream, no matter how low poly it may be.
No, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May. Hey, mister, you think you could go in there and pretend to be a customer? That might break up the fight.
I told you, I am not getting augments. Not for this.
Our customers would pay much for the services of an augmented girl. You can make a lot of money.
They tell customers to get themselves augmented, and they can go fuck themselves.
I'm sure some already have. May.
No. End of talking. It's too dangerous. I'm not changing myself for someone else's pleasure.
This isn't the end of the discussion. You'll get the surgery done if you want to keep... May, you have a customer. Get to work.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get augmentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
I'm gonna turn that volume down just a little bit on my end, because she is being really loud.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hansa, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire purebreds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hansa to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
Turn.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen. I fear this little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropazine. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Da Gong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there's a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
Well, this is actually not unlike what actually happens with the sex trade. In the actual sex trade, they keep their workers under control by getting them hooked on drugs. Alright. I'm just gonna put some praxis into battery. And
You were awesome, baby.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. Okay.
Jensen, you got any news yet? You know I hate being left in the dark.
Yeah, I found Van Bruggen. Looks like the Tai Young Medical Corporation hired him and the mercs to destabilize us.
TYM? They already have the lion's share of the global augmentation market. Why use Van Bruggen?
In order to get that share. Hopefully I'll be able to prove it once I get this smart card back to Van Bruggen.
You need backup, let me know.
okay. Chuan Li?
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Uh-huh. What about?
Ning.
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
Your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while? Yeah, maybe. Let's see some credits first, the tough guy, and then maybe I'll tell you where to find her.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me, and you, if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district. But listen, I didn't say anything, right?
Sure. Yeet. Like a glove? That's gross. Recharge. Oh, it's just limited to just 2.
This is not the place for you. Ooh. Get out, Lao Wei.
Alrighty then.
wrong part of town, 老外. Go back. 那儿有人吗？我们去抓他！你要死了！
And just autosave Daigong District. Okay. Activating smart targeting.
Keep running, 老外.
Just gonna F5 save right there, just eat.
Access granted.
That... Okay, hold on.
This is not the place for you. Get out, 老外.
Let's try this again.
This is not the place for you. Get out, 老外.
Okay. Need to eliminate them all so Ning can escape. Okay.
Come get me!
Sleep. Sleep. That was unnecessarily stressful.
Leave me! Get away.
Access granted.
Who are you?
Your friend May sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
May. Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. If you hadn't come, though, how did you find me?
I asked around. I can be persuasive.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay? Can you leave here on your own?
Yes, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell May, tell her. Thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
I love Jensen's reaction, just, okay. What am I supposed to, how am I supposed to respond to this? Seraph didn't give me augs to make me feel like proper emotional responses. The Adam Jensen is a little clueless sometimes. Just a little bit more slab of steel than, you know, actual person.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe, but running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you want more, I have another task. Something suitable for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My interest would depend on the task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
Once Chan is gone, what will you do? Won't some other drug lord turned pimp take advantage of your vulnerability?
I know someone who recently started his own security company. I will hire them to protect us. It should be more than enough, and I can trust them.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted.
Oh.
It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The Li Xing you spoke of earlier.
Yes. In order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments are just another form of control. The girls can always be tracked, and the need for neuropathy means they will not run away.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if anything happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
There has to be another way to remove Chan from the picture without resorting to murder.
There is. I have access to certain stimulants. If Chan was caught with them, he would no longer be a problem.
Meaning I could plant drugs on him.
Not on him. Somewhere in his apartment will be enough. He may be dead though. So knock him out, leave the drug, and come back here to me. I have a friend. He works with the police. I'll contact him and he'll make sure Chan is arrested.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansai is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest. But if you wish only to get Chan arrested, take these drugs. Plant them somewhere in his apartment after you've knocked him out. When you are done, return to me and I will contact my friend in the police. He will do the rest.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
And I think I'm just going to head to his apartment and save right there, because it is coming up on the end of my streaming time. Just eat.
Hey, do you know how to get to the Hong Hua hotel?
Ah, I see. Someone's looking for some action, huh? Weekend District. Just walk over there and go down the stairs. This rooftop connects to all the districts.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Have fun.
Yeah. Say what? Okay. I don't know why there were just stun gun darts in the gutter, but... Okay. Am I even going the right way? Yeah, rooftop districts. Damn it. Try to be all fancy. Turns out Jensen does not have hops enough to get across that. Very wet. I can see why. Condensation from the upper levels. Body rises, gets...
We'll find her! I don't care what your excuses are! How one little bitch escaped from a cage, let alone get past that many armed guards! The competence here is extraordinary! Who do you care what happened to them? Right, find that dumb fucking bitch before she goes underground and we lose her! Do you have any idea how much she's worth? Unless you want to find out, I'm going to double the amount of your salary. I suggest you find her now!
Somebody's angry. Knock, knock, open up the door.
Fucking idiots!
Rest easy, Chon boy. Just plop. Yeah, just drop a couple of bricks of... It's like opium to me. Just on the table, just leave it right there. All right.
再见。
Alright, just gonna complete this quest, and then, I'm gonna call it there. Made a lot of progress in Henshaw. A lot of side quests, of course, but... Alrighty. One more level. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright.
Has Chan been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it.
2,000 credits?
见，是没，都好了，他做了，是，谢谢，祝你好运。
All right. Upgrade. Final energy cell. Now I'm out of Cyber Boost energy bars. So that's where I'm going to leave the... that's where I'm going to leave this stream. Thank you all for watching, my lovelies. Don't forget to wash your hands, wear the mask, please. It's really simple. Stay hydrated. And overall, just have a good day. I appreciate everyone who watches, and I appreciate everyone who likes what I do and all that. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you on Wednesday for a still untitled day theme. Probably just going to be playing more Deus Ex, because I really like Deus Ex.